Hey everybody, Scabber Gaming here, and welcome to one of my vlogs. Now, I haven't done a vlog since I did the 500 subscriber special giveaway for Scrap Mechanic, all the all, but it was Scrap Mechanic. And you know, it's been a really crazy month. We've had so much stuff going on, so many games that I've been playing. I just wanted to sort of touch base with you guys, make sure that you knew what has happened, what will happen, what we're doing today, maybe. See what we get into. But basically, I've had loads of fun over the last month. We've just had so many games, you know, like Forza, and we've had the Overwatch beta, the Battleborn beta. What else have we had? Snow, Shelter. God, so many games. Ark. Done an Isle video with the update for Pachycephalosaur and so forth. There's been loads. I can't even remember them all. It's crazy. It's been a really mental month. But with that, I feel like I've run the risk of kind of diluting all the games that are there. They're all a little bit too spread out, and there's not enough of one thing. We've got Lego Worlds that I just started, and I've got people asking me to do more Lego Worlds. And you know, it's cool. I love that. But now I've got too many games that I want to get into. I just don't have another Division video. In the last month there's been so many, and it's just absurd. So what I need to do is I need to go through all of the past videos over the last month and sort of pick and choose some of the ones that are the most popular, and the games that I have the most fun with as well, because there's no point in me doing it if I didn't enjoy the games. Oh, Unreal Tournament. So much. So yeah, I'm going to do that and sort of dilute that, well, undilute it slightly so that we're a bit more concentrated again. I'm really enjoying the Division again, actually. So we'll touch base on each of the games now. Division had an update, a really big one, 1.2 conflicts. Now, the big thing in that was an incursion, obviously, but there's a load of loot balancing. The gear scores have been tweaked slightly. Weapon rebalancing hasn't happened yet, unfortunately, which is kind of a kick, because everyone's using submachine guns still, and that's just a pain in the butt. I don't really like submachine guns. I don't like being close. I prefer the assault rifle and sniper sort of range, but yeah, what can you do? Dark Zone has got another bracket, so there's a 200 plus bracket for the gear score, which means that it's way more balanced, because at the moment I kind of hit the 150s gear score, and I kind of wanted to stay there. I didn't want to hit the 160, because when you hit the 160 gear score you go into another bracket, but it went over 200. It was like 200 and like 20s running around kicking the crap out of everyone with 160 gear. So they changed that, and now there's a gear score area for 120 plus, so that's really cool. The bounty hunter missions, which are the high value targets, I did a video on how to gather intel. Target intel then allows you to buy these bounty hunter missions, so you've kind of got to do both, but they're pretty much the same thing, but the high value targets give you better loot, and they're way harder, and you get like one really special guy in there, not just a bunch of elites. And I've been doing a couple of those, and I haven't done a video for one yet, because I've been kind of experimenting with some of the easier ones and the harder ones, and sort of deciding whether I should do videos for those, because I'm really not that great at the game. I play completely solo, and most of it is geared well towards groups. So you can do like you can spend like 5 target intel and get like a really easy one, and that's cool, because you know that's really easily soloable. Most of the things that you have to kill are purple, and then you get a couple of you get a wave of elites at the end, which is like 3 or 4 elites, and it's pretty easy actually. It's what you'd expect from like a hard mission. And then you got like 10 gear score item. 10 intel bounties, and what you get then is something that's much harder. There's far more elites, and they hurt like crap. And they're kind of based more on a really big challenge for a solo player, and then kind of middling with 2 people up to a group. And I did one of those and got a couple of like not high end, the green ones, the legendary set item things, and that was really cool. So I might do one of those for you, but they're really, really difficult. And the trouble with it is I ran out of ammo for a start. There's just too many elites and too much health to get through. But the real problem with it is that it's really situational. So you can get a mission and it will be in one place, and you'll have loads of cover on your side and none on theirs, and you'll just be able to take them all out really quickly. Or you can get a mission in another place where it's all just completely horrible, and you can't get to them, and they just snipe the shit out of you, and it's kind of super difficult. So, but every time you try it, it's in a different place. So it's really situational. So I have to see how the recording goes on that as well. If I get battered every time, it's probably not worth it now. What else? Elite Dangerous. Okay, so this is something that might be coming up soon. Now, Elite Dangerous, I played for like a year straight. When it came out in December 2014, I was already on it. I'd played the beta, and I was absolutely loving it. I played it for like a whole year, and I did a couple of videos, but it wasn't that much of a recordy game. But yeah, I had troubles recording it anyway. I couldn't get Shadowplay to work for some reason. It does now. It works fine now, and they've just released Engineers, which is a massive patch, and it's the first big patch since the Horizons update. Horizons was a massive disappointment for me, not because it wasn't technically amazing, because it was. I mean, being able to fly straight down to a planet with what they call no loading screens, even though you get a massive laggy loading screen, where you get the seamless loading of planet landing. You get this big bit where you like enter glide mode, and there's just this huge pause of loading. So it's not all seamless in any way, not like the Division or anything, which is mostly seamless. And the whole thing was really cool, being able to land and drive around on planets and stuff, but there was absolutely no content. The missions there were just go to a base and scan a pole or something like that, and it was a bit crap, in all honesty. But the Engineers update that came out last week, it goes some way to fixing a lot of those issues. There's a lot of missions, there's some more personalized, there's more a personal space, so you now feel like you're achieving something for someone, not just running a mission for someone you have no idea who it is. The faction doesn't make any sense to you. There's now faces. You can go to planets and find these engineer guys that can tweak your setups, and it's just like an infinite amazing array of weapons and defensive abilities and stuff that you can customize now. So I really want to get into that now. Before, when I finally went, right, I'm a bit burnt out on this, I'm going to leave it until some massive updates come. I had like a big Anaconda trade ship, which is was the biggest ship in the game and the most expensive. Now there's a couple above it. And I had a Fer-de-Lance, which is like a really specialist luxury bounty hunting ship, which I did all my combat in. That was flipping sweet. And I had an exploration vessel, which was an Asp, and I went exploring in that. And I was dabbling in everything, and I was like, my style was all that. In this, by that I mean I did a bit of everything, not that it was the best. So I never really hit a massive high rank on anything, and yeah, it would be really nice to actually get back into that. What I've done so far is I loaded in Engineers, had a dabble, flew to an Engineers, saw what they did, that sort of thing. But I also sold all of my ships, and I bought one ship because I had 280 million, which enabled me to get a fully equipped Python, which is like a medium. It's a large ship in a medium shell, so you can land in outposts as well as massive stations, which is really important. But it's also heavily shielded, heavily armoured. It has loads of cargo space. It's not that fast and it's not overly manoeuvrable, but it's really good in combat still. So I've kind of gone for a one ship. I'm a one ship pony, and I think that's gonna more support my playstyle. And it also gives me like 80 million in funds that I can play with. I want to get it modded, concentrate on one ship, and really be like awesome in that ship. So that's a new series coming up, hopefully. If I can find a way of recording it that isn't totally crap, then I'll do that. What else have we got? Oh, No Man's Sky. No Man's Sky was delayed, and it brought tears to my eyes, but at the same time, you know, I'm alright with it being delayed as long as it's going into polishing, which is kind of really important for what could be the biggest game of the last sort of, well, certainly this console generation so far. And for the PC, probably, you know, with how much fun I had in Elite, No Man's Sky was kind of like the next step where you could walk around live planets and stuff like that, not just barren wastelands. And it was kind of something that I was really looking forward to in Elite. It never came. It will one day, but to have that now in No Man's Sky is kind of like I want to say a sort of washed down version of Elite, but it's not. It looks like it's got just as much content, really. I don't know, it's hard to say without insulting you the game, but Elite is very complicated, and it's very raw. It's designed to make sure that you work for everything, and there's very little reward for what you put in. No Man's Sky looks as though it's going to be masses of reward very early on, and sort of much more appealing to like console market and stuff like that, where you can sit down for half an hour and achieve something and feel like something great has happened. Whereas with Elite, you've got to sit down for like 3 hours and really push for something, and even then you might not gain a massive amount. But you know, that's just two different play styles. It's not good or bad on either side. So I'm looking forward to No Man's Sky, but that's not coming out until like the 14th of August now, which is fine. I'm still going to do it, guys. But I wanted to introduce you to a little friend today. It's heavy. You see that? I have an HTC Vive. I've had it for about 3 weeks, and I'm really looking forward to using it. But at the moment, I'm waiting for my 1080 to come through, the new NVIDIA 1080 GTX, which is coming hopefully this week. Actually, I'm just looking at the box and the thing. I've got it all set up downstairs. I've got all the light towers up and other light boxes, whatever you want to call them, and they're all drilled into the wall and everything, but I can't use it. And you know, it's disappointing because this PC won't run it at all, but it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. I just want to use it. I want to put it on and just run around the house. Sorry if you can't hear me. I want to put it on and run around the house because look, it's amazing. It's so awesome. Everything about the box, the product is so fine. It's a really cool product. So guys, this is something to look forward to because I'm gonna use that. And I'm going to be recording it and stuff. So guys, if you're excited about VR, then stick with me. Click subscribe button because that's coming in the next week or so. I should be having videos up. I'm really hoping that I can find a way of recording it and recording my voice and stuff. I have none of that figured out yet, so bear with me, but it's an exciting time and I'm really happy about it. It's finally come through. I waited about 6 weeks for it, so it's actually pretty good. If you're thinking about ordering a Vive, the time from ordering to dispatch now is only about 4 weeks. I know mine took 6, but it's getting better, slowly better and better and better. So don't wait. Go get one. And when I get my 1080, we'll be doing some mad recording. I've got a 1070 coming for this card when it comes out, but that's at least sort of probably an entire month before that's going to rock up at the door. So guys, I hope you're excited about what's coming on the channel, and thanks again for watching. You know, I'm up to 598 subscribers today, so possibly by the time this goes out, I could even have 600. And I'm completely blown away by the amount of people who watch my videos each day, who comment, who like and dislike, and you know, all of that counts. And I'm absolutely super mega chuffed that you guys want to watch me play games and jabber on about crap and games and shit. So guys, just thank you, because without you and this channel, I wouldn't be able to play as many games as I do, because I wouldn't have a really good excuse to leave my children downstairs. Leave them alone for 2 hours. But you guys, thanks again. Please keep on coming back. If you have any recommendations, or if you're excited about anything that you want to see on my channel in the future, please put it in the comments below. It's down there. And I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye bye.